Psalm 55 is a poignant and deeply personal prayer by David, capturing the anguish of betrayal and the turmoil of life's pressures. Despite his emotional struggles, David exemplifies how to turn to God as a refuge and source of deliverance in the face of adversity. A Cry of Anguish, verses 1-8. David begins with a heartfelt plea. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Verse 1. David expresses feelings of restlessness, fear, and overwhelming sorrow as enemies surround him. He longs to escape from his troubles, saying, "And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest." Verse 6. This imagery reflects the universal human desire to flee from pain and find peace. Yet, David recognizes that true rest comes only from God. The pain of betrayal, verses 9-15. David laments not only external enemies, but also the betrayal of a trusted companion. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it, but it was thou, a man mine equal, my guide, and mine acquaintance. Verses 12-13. The sting of betrayal is amplified because it came from someone he trusted, with whom he once shared worship and fellowship. David's heartbreak is a reminder that betrayal is one of life's most difficult trials, yet even in this, God offers comfort. Turning to God for justice, verses 16-23. David resolves to seek God continually. As for me, I will call upon God, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Verses 16-17. David shifts his focus from the actions of his enemies to the faithfulness of God. He declares his trust in God's justice, believing that God will deal with the wicked and uphold the righteous. The psalm closes with this timeless encouragement. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Verse 22. This verse is a powerful reminder that God invites us to lay our burdens at his feet, trusting in his sustaining power. Key themes. 1. The pain of betrayal. Even trusted relationships may fail us, but God remains faithful. 2. The desire for escape. While we may wish to flee from our troubles, true peace is found in God's presence. 3. God as a refuge. David's example shows us how to continually turn to God in prayer and find strength in him. 4. Casting our burdens on God. Trusting God with our worries allows us to experience his sustaining grace. Application. Psalm 55 teaches us to bring our deepest fears and pains to God in prayer, knowing he hears and cares. When life's trials seem overwhelming, rely on his faithfulness and justice. God is the ultimate refuge, and he sustains those who trust in him. Whatever burdens you carry today, whether betrayal, fear, or sorrow, Psalm 55 reminds you to cast them upon the Lord. He will sustain you, uphold you, and deliver you from trouble. Let God's faithfulness be your anchor and strength. Come back tomorrow as we continue our journey through the Psalms, discovering fresh hope and encouragement in every verse.